Okay, good morning class. Today we are going to go through environmental impact assessment unit, and by the end of the lesson the learner should be able to define the term environmental impact assessment, at least outline the key participants in environmental impact assessment, and lastly outline the principles of environmental impact assessment. So we are going to define environmental impact assessment. And from your understanding, what do you understand by the term environmental impact assessment? Anyone with an idea? Yes? A very good trial. So let's define environmental impact assessment. It is defined as the process of evaluating the likely environmental impacts of a proposed project or development, taking into account the interrelated socio-economic, cultural, and human health impacts, both beneficial and adverse. So when you look at EIA in general, we are looking at the likely outcome of that project, the proposed project. We are looking on the effects of that development that is going to take place. Either the project or the development is beneficial, or it has the negative impacts, especially on the human health, or the culture, or the social factors as all. We can also define environmental impact assessment as it is a systematic examination conducted to determine whether or not an activity or a project will have any adverse impact on the environment. When you look at EIA will give you a go-ahead after the process, after we have done the environmental impact assessment. It will give you a go-ahead to go on with the project or not, because there will be some mitigation measures that are going to be proposed, either to minimize or if it is not possible to minimize the impacts, that means the project will not go on. So we can say it is a tool which seeks to minimize the adverse impacts on the environment and reduces the risk, hazards, and vulnerabilities at all stages of the project, that is planning, design, construction, operation, and decommissioning. You find that EIA has a process. There is the process of planning. You have to design. There is the construction phase. There is operational phase, and there is decommissioning. Decommissioning is the process of completing or finishing the project up. So EIA will give you a green light to go ahead with your project or not. Well, we are going to the participants in EIA. They are those people who are responsible to participate in this activity. So the first person is the project proponent. This is the person that is the owner of the project that is being developed. That is the project proponent. We have the government authority, like for example NEMA and any other government officials. We have also the interested public, for those people that are interested in that project. They come in to give their views on the proposed project. We have the expert appraisal committee. Those are the experts in the field of EIA. And also we have the affected people. They are those people that live within the area or the geographic place or the position of the project. So we have those people that live near the proposed project. So these people are the first people to be affected, because at some point they may be displaced, or there are those pollution that is caused in the process of constructing the project. So they are the first people to face the consequences. And also we have the social activist group. We are going to the principles of environmental impact assessment, of which the principles of environmental impacts are stated below. We have the first one is participation. first and foremost, you involve the different stakeholders. You involve them in the process of asking them their opinion about the project. That is, you involve every stakeholder, any person that is going to be affected by the project. That is the process of participation. You also have transparency during the process, like for example, giving out the questionnaires and any other things. There is open and accessible. There should be open and accessible assessment of decision. They have to be open. There is also certainty, that is the process of timing agreed in advance. We have also accountability. You should be accountable to whatever decisions you are going to make. We also have credibility. You should be credible in undertaking the professionalism or the objectivity of your projects. You have also cost effectiveness, that is, environmental project is at least cost to the society. It should not be expensive, at least be cost effective. There is also flexibility, that is, you should be flexible to adapt to any changes or decisions that are going to be made. And then there is practicability, that is, information or the outputs readily usable in the decision and planning. Those are the principles of environmental impact assessment. And from there now, class, I want you to go further. I'm going to give you an assignment. I want you to write down, that is question 1. I want you to describe the process of EIA. Describe the process of EIA, that is 20 marks, and I expect this assignment to be done in our next lesson. That is our references, and thank you for listening. Let's meet next week on our next class. Thank you so much for listening.